the 10 most dangerous roads on the planet. There are roads where the map ends, where one wrong move erases you from history. Routes where asphalt hangs over the void, where ice devours engines, and where the sea strikes with the force of an angry god. Here, the landscape isn't a destination, it's a threat, and only the bravest, or the most reckless, dare to face it. On this journey, Latitude Zero takes you across the most dangerous roads on Earth, from the golden cliffs of New Zealand to the curved bridges of Norway. We'll show you the places where humans challenged nature, and where nature still reminds us who's in charge. Every curve, every rock, every gust of wind holds a real story of survival, madness, or faith. This isn't about speed. It's about keeping your pulse steady while the world collapses at your feet. Get ready for a journey where fear has mileage, and the horizon is just the beginning. Number 10. Skipper's Canyon Road, New Zealand. In the heart of New Zealand's South Island lies a road so dangerous that insurance companies refuse to cover anyone who dares to drive it. Skipper's Canyon Road was carved by hand during the 19th century gold rush, and today it remains a masterpiece of risk. A gravel strip barely 10 feet wide, hanging over a 500-foot drop into the Shotover River, one of the fastest and most unpredictable rivers on Earth. Here, there are no guardrails, no room to correct a mistake. If two cars meet, one must reverse for hundreds of meters along the cliffside. In 2019, drone footage captured cars that seemed to float among the clouds. From above, the road winds like a golden scar across the mountain. Every curve echoes the miners who once crossed it chasing fortune, unaware that the real treasure was making it out alive. From New Zealand's golden cliffs, the world fades into gray. The fog becomes earth. The rock turns to dust. And the next road emerges like a nightmare carved into the mountain. Number 9. Fairy Meadows Track, Pakistan. At the base of Nanga Parbat, the 9th highest mountain in the world, lies a road that feels like a test of faith. Fairy Meadows Track isn't paved. It has no railings. In some stretches, it barely reaches 6 feet wide. On one side, solid rock. On the other, a 2,000-foot plunge straight into the void. Here, the slightest mistake leaves no second chances, just tire tracks vanishing into the fog. Locals say, if your hands tremble with fear, the mountain feels it. During the rainy season, the path turns to mud and literally melts away each year. Trucks end up hanging over the abyss, held only by roots or loose stones. The contrast is surreal. This deadly path leads to a valley so beautiful it feels unreal. A green paradise known as Fairy Meadows. From the humid cliffs of the Himalayas, the world grows colder. Dust transforms into ice, and a new road materializes, as cold as fear itself. Number 8. Zoji La Pass, India. At more than 11,500 feet above sea level, hidden between Himalayan ranges, lies a pass where the climate and the road seem determined to end your journey. Zoji La links Srinagar and Leh, and for more than 6 months a year, it remains buried under snow. The air is so thin that engines choke and brakes freeze. Indian trucks, painted in bright colors and spiritual messages, cross this frozen corridor with chains on their tires and faith as their main safety feature. Avalanches can fall without warning, and winds bite at -13 degrees Fahrenheit. A single storm can bury the entire road, trapping drivers for hours or days. Zoji La isn't just a road. It's a border between calm and chaos, between the Himalayas' beauty and its unpredictable fury. The roar of engines fades into the blizzard, the ice slowly dissolves, and the landscape twists into serpentine rock formations and impossible mountain curves. Number 7. Sani Pass, South Africa. Between the mountains of the Kingdom of Lesotho rises one of Africa's most dangerous and breathtaking roads. Sani Pass climbs from 4,900 to 9,200 feet in barely 5.5 miles, crossing cliffs, rivers, and curves swallowed by fog. This is a road of dirt, mud, and loose stone, so steep that only 4x4 vehicles can reach the top. Locals call it the staircase to heaven, but drivers know it as the staircase to vertigo. In the rainy season, the ground becomes a moving swamp where cars slide as if the earth were alive. In winter, ice coats every rock, and accidents are so common that makeshift wooden crosses line the edges of the abyss. From above, the view is majestic. Clouds, endless valleys, and the echo of the African wind from African dust and wind, darkness rises. The camera ascends, curves, and the earth becomes a ribbon of asphalt coiled between icy mountains. Number 6. Transfăgărășan Highway, Romania. In the heart of the Carpathians, the Transfăgărășan twists like a metal serpent across mountains carved by giants. It has more than 800 curves and reaches an elevation of about 6,700 feet, making it one of Europe's highest and most cinematic roads. Built during the communist era, Ceausescu ordered it as a strategic military route, costing hundreds of lives in the process. Drone footage captures it like an impossible sketch. Perfect lines drawn across green and gray mountains. Temperature changes are so abrupt that one stretch may be sunny while the next is buried in snow. In 2009, Top Gear labeled it the best road in the world, though driving it feels like a duel with the mountain itself. From Romania's metallic echoes, the wind turns colder. White fills the frame. The snow returns. But this time there are no friendly mountains, only a frozen desert without end. Number 5. James Dalton Highway, Alaska, USA. Known as the loneliest road in America, the Dalton stretches 414 miles of ice, fog, and Arctic tundra built to support the Alaska pipeline. It crosses areas where winds reach 80 miles per hour and temperatures drop to -40 degrees Fahrenheit. No gas stations for nearly 200 miles, no cell signal. No help if something goes wrong. Fuel trucks drive through storms so dense that headlights disappear inside the snow. The steel pipeline runs beside the road like a line fading into the horizon. In 2013, a team of cyclists took 9 days to complete the route, facing storms that froze their breath in seconds. On the Dalton, loneliness isn't a feeling, it's a law of nature. The ice dissolves into a flash. White turns to spirals of gray, and the roar of the engine returns, now echoing between mountains that defy logic. Number 4. Paso de los Caracoles, Chile, Argentina. In the Andes rises one of the most spectacular and feared asphalt labyrinths in South America. Paso de los Caracoles climbs through 29 tight switchbacks, rising from about 4,000 feet to more than 10,500 feet. From the air, its spiral shape hypnotizes. From the ground, it imposes respect. 9% gradients, ice, fog, and trucks sliding inches from the edge. During the southern winter, avalanches force the pass to close. When it opens, every curve feels like a challenge to physics. Drivers say if you miss the right gear, the engine won't forgive you. Los Caracoles connects not just two countries, but fear and beauty in the same breathtaking view. The asphalt twists once more and sinks into darkness. The mountains close in, the light fades, and suddenly the road disappears into the rock itself. Number 3. Guoliang Tunnel Road, China. Carved by hand by 13 villagers over 5 years, this road pierces through a mountain in Henan province. No modern machinery, only hammers and chisels. The tunnel stretches 0.75 miles long and barely 13 feet wide. Its walls are cut with irregular windows looking straight into the abyss, letting in light and vertigo. A miscalculation here can mean a 1,000-foot fall. Originally built to connect an isolated village, today it attracts tourists. But remains deadly. Rain turns the floor to mud, and rockfalls are constant. They call it the road that does not tolerate mistakes, a title renewed every day by its silent stone corridors. The camera exits the tunnel and emerges into the light. Darkness dissolves, revealing the green breath of the jungle, humid, alive, and full of danger. Number 2, North Yungas Road, Bolivia. In Bolivia, there is a road where the sky and death seem to touch. North Yungas Road, the Death Road, descends from 15,400 feet to 3,900 feet in just 40 miles. Constant rain, thick fog, and 2,000-foot cliffs made it the world's deadliest road for years. Before improvements, as many as 300 people died annually. The road averages just 10.5 feet wide. Drivers maneuver buses, bikes, and trucks along the edge of the abyss. White crosses mark the places where someone's journey ended today. Adventurers ride it on mountain bikes, descending through endless curves, rainforest mist, and the whispers of the mountain. But even now, it remains a descent into the unpredictable. The jungle's sound blends with the wind. Clouds climb from the abyss and dissolve in white foam. And ahead, the ocean appears, roaring like a living road that forgives nothing. Number 1, Atlantic Road, Norway. In the far north, where the Arctic Ocean rises like an untamed beast, lies a road that challenges reason. The Atlantic Road connects Norway's western islands through 8 curved bridges built to survive hurricane-force winds and waves over 33 feet high. During storms, water hits with such force that cars vanish under roaring foam. In 2011, a 75-mile-per-hour gust ripped part of the guardrail off like paper. And yet thousands of travelers come every year just to feel nature's fury so close. From above, it looks like a floating steel ribbon over a furious sea. From the ground, a test of pure courage. Built in 1989, it was once named the world's most beautiful engineering work, and also one of the most dangerous. The wind becomes echo. The ocean becomes reflection. The camera rises over the curved bridges, drifting into mist and lightning. The voice fades, leaving only the roar of the sea, reminding us that against nature, we are still passengers on the edge of the world. In the end, each of these roads reminds us of something essential: that fear doesn't always lie at the destination, but in the journey. That humanity didn't build these roads just to go farther, but to test how far we can challenge nature and ourselves. From New Zealand's cliffs to China's tunnels, the Himalayas' snow, or the Atlantic's fury, one truth repeats: Earth is not conquered. It is respected, and as long as there's a horizon that feels unreachable, Latitude 0 will keep searching for it. Because every journey, every story, and every image reminds us that this planet still holds places that can take our breath away, or our lives. So if this journey made your hands tremble, subscribe, hit the like button, and join us on the next adventure. Because here at Latitude 0, the world is still a wild territory, and we're just beginning to explore it.